It looks as if Papa John's CEO, John Schneider, is going to have to offer crow as an available topping on the Papa John's pizza. Now, why do I say this? Let's look back to April. Mitt Romney, the nominee for the Republican Party, who was running for president of the United States, held a fundraiser at Mr. Schneider's palatial estate. And when someone as rich as Mitt Romney has his jaw dropped on the ground in awe of this mansion, waxing poetic about the golf course, almost envious of how much money the pizza mogul had, that tells you that this Papa John's empire is doing quite well and is quite profitable, and that Mr. Schneider is not at all hurting for money. Well, that didn't stop Mr. Schneider from appealing to the American voter right before the election. He stated that if Obamacare would be implemented, people would have to pay an extra 10 to 14 cents for a pizza. Well, that just shows how out of touch this gentleman is. Let's look at this. A pizza costs $10, $12, $13. So when someone like myself, or someone even not making as much, is going to pay that $13 for a pizza, that extra dime makes the pizza taste better, because we know that the guy who delivered us the pizza in a car they could barely afford on a Papa John's salary, or the person who slaved over the oven while making that delicious pizza, we know that that person will have health care. And yes, that makes it more delicious, kind of like Domino's. I wonder if Domino's stock was rising during this ill-advised campaign of divisiveness posed by the CEO of Papa John's. I wonder why he's backtracking now all of a sudden. After the election, Papa John doubled down, but now all of a sudden he's done a total 360. He's told the Huffington Post that, oh yes, it's great. That 100% of people will now have health care available to them. And no more is he talking about raising the price of pizza to provide health care. I think he understands that he was hurting his brand. But is that what it takes? Did it have to hurt his bottom line, or potentially hurt his bottom line, for him to have a heart to show some decency toward people who are not as fortunate as he is? Does he really think that if everyone just rolled up their sleeves and worked as hard as they can, they could have a pizza dynasty the way he does? It doesn't work like that. I'm sure he had a little bit of help and a little bit of luck along the way. Now, it's funny how some Republicans are changing their tunes and some are holding steadfast in the Rush Limbaugh wing in the wake of the election. And I kind of see a little civil war going on. Half the people are throwing Mitt Romney under the bus, and half the people believe that the 47% are a bunch of moochers. Well, we'll see how that works out. For now, we can just sit back, relax, have some Papa John's pizza, which we know will be made by a healthy employee that's going to be covered by health care, thanks to the delicious, saucy Obamacare.